Good morning, dear children. Today we are going to read about a poem that will tell you the importance of a tiger and how it has been reduced over time. You see, all of you are aware of poaching, hunting taking place all over the world. Though it is illegal, but still you will find many places where animals are being hunted for their personal use, from leather bags to many other items. We use animal skin, their trunks, their teeth, their body, etc. So, here we are going to talk about someone who is considered as a mighty animal, a very brave and strong animal. But we humans, the people, have not even left him. So let us start the poem to understand better. The tiger isn't burning bright, either in shadow or in sun. Now the poet wants to say that I can't see tigers. Burning bright means their presence in the world is not as I expected, either in shadow or in sun, in the morning, in the afternoon, or in the evening or in the night. The situation is same. I don't find tigers bright. The tiger family is thinning, two by two and one by one. Tiger family means the entire community of tigers is thinning. That means they are being reduced at a fast rate. They are becoming fewer. If they were 1,000, now they are 200, and very soon they are going to be 100. I'm just taking random numbers for explanation. The tiger isn't burning bright in the forest of the night or in the wilderness of day. We need to understand his plight. They're saying that tigers are someone whom you can find in the forest, whom you can find in the day and in the night. But now, because of people hunting and poaching, tigers cannot be seen in the day also. So we need to understand their plight. Plight here means the situation in which we have put them into. Now, many a times you must have seen cases that a leopard was found near Bareilly, or a tiger was found moving in the colonies, it was moving on the roads. Why is it happening? First of all, humans are taking away the land of the animals. You are living in your own home, you have a shelter. What do you expect from a tiger or a lion? Who is going to give them shelter? The forest, of course. It is their livelihood. Forests are the place where they live. So if we take away their land, they are going to come in our land. But now what people have started doing, they are not only taking their land, they are taking their lives also. So the poet is saying that the tiger family has suddenly started growing very less, and we really need to understand his situation. The father Sheru is missing now. Sheru has been shot and skinned. Poachers ground his bones to powder for some Chinese medicine. So we are talking about a tiger here whose name is Sheru. The poet is saying that Sheru has been shot. Somebody must have come and he must have shot. And his skin is used for some Chinese medicine. His bones, they have mixed his bones, they have pissed his bones, and they have made some Chinese medicine. Bones would bring them power, they thought, put life into some sickly man. Now they have killed tiger, they have killed Sheru, thinking that the bones of Sheru are going to help in medication. The bones of Sheru, when made into a proper medicine, can help a sick man. But their souls were sick. Killing tigers is something we won't understand. Sickness is not only physical sickness. Their souls were sick. They were humanless creatures. They were emotionless creatures. You can make a body run. You can make a body recover or move. But what will you do of your soul which is sick? What will you do of your soul which is so bad? So the poet is saying that you have killed Sheru thinking that it is going to help a sick man, but what about your sick soul? Who is going to treat your sick soul? His skin is hanging on a wall. Now Sheru's skin is hanging on a wall because bones are already used. Now they will use his skin. His bones are packed in plastic white and shipped out. They have been sold also. They have been shipped. Wherever the medicines will be made, the bones have been shipped. A gecko on the wall is hunting insects on his hide. Gecko is kind of a lizard, a dangerous lizard. Behind the skin, the lizard is eating the insects. The lizard is finding his hunters. The lizard is finding the prey. Once jungles trembled at his roar. Now the poet is remembering the same tiger whose skin is hanging on the wall. There was a time when he used to roar. The jungle used to be silent. He was so powerful. On his one roar, the entire birds and other animals could be scared. Tree tops flew up, birds disappeared. Because of his roars, birds were so scared that they disappeared. Monkeys screamed. Monkeys used to wonder, who is this? What an uproar. How loud his roar is. Now geckos nibble on his ear. And now the condition of the same tiger is that the lizards are eating up his ear. They are nibbling on his ear. The same tiger who has got such a roar is no more now, and his skin, his body, his bones are used by humans. That mighty tiger has been put into such a bad condition. Lord God had stamped upon his skin in equal stripes both night and dawn. His black and gold won't shimmer now. Boar hunter, forest king, he is gone. Now the poet is saying that his black and gold skin is now under the Lord God. God has finally made him visit him, and his black and gold skin, which used to shimmer, is now forever gone, and it is in the hands of the hunter. So the same mighty tiger, the forest king, is no more. So through this poem, we need to have a self-realization of what harm are we doing to the animals, not only tiger, but to many other animals. I am not against anybody eating non-veg. I am not against anybody using leather bags. But we need to ask ourselves, do we have the right to harm animals? If you think you don't have the right, then it is the right time to learn about it and be a good human. I hope the video is clear to you. If the video is clear, please go like and subscribe your YouTube channel. Take care, stay home and stay safe.